Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Driveway Engineer. I'm JR. This is my truck, Daryl. Daryl, I guess this is kind of an update video. I'm in the process of, it's up on Beaver wheel dollies. I'm going to scoot it over there so that I can have this space open over the winter. These dollies are better than nothing, but they're not, like, it's so easy. They work though. They're fine, I guess. Like I said, they're better than nothing. But I want to get, I guess I'll show you guys this first. I have a lot of stuff from the summer and spring, like this gasifier that didn't work out. I'm going to throw that in the scrap pile. If I can get the front of the truck like right here by my compressor, it still gives me room to work on my table. I use this little oven for powder coating still, smaller things when I don't want to heat the giant box up. I need to move those boards my father-in-law left here, my steel pile. But my truck can sit like right here with room to the fridge and to get to that shelf back there where I keep my spare parts. Then it opens up my path in and out of here. I've mentioned 7.3, I'm not going to use it, so I need to get the high pressure oil pump off of it, get it sold, clean up the uncracked manifold, get it sold, yeet the rest into the dumpster. So that's going to the scrap pile. CF5 I am using. I'd like to reconfigure this area a little bit. I would like to get these axles in, like that one's ready to go in. Well, it's not ready to go in at all, but I don't need to do anything to it except cut the brackets off and weld spring perches on it. I don't need to like rebuild it or anything. So I need to get today the engine out of my 4runner, which should be really super easy for the most part. My mounts are just brain dead simple. You can kind of see some of the clearances I was working with when I did this. Like, it's right up on the IFS. The steering's in the oil pan, whatever. I've already taken the bell housing bolts off of this side. I just have to take them off the other side. So a lot of this stuff can be sold. Like, it's still good stuff. This whole serpentine kit from Doomsday. The manifold I already modified, the aftermarket turbo, the pump that everybody wants. All this stuff is like good stuff and can be sold and help finance my TDI swap. So I need to get this out of here. I'm not using a 5-speed transmission, so I need to get that and that case out of there. And then I want to get the fuel tank out of there, but I'm not going to do that today. Today I'm just going to take the engine out so I can start stripping it down over this week and get the stuff of value off and get it into little groups so that people who have been asking me about it can buy it. And I don't mean to be rude to anybody that's like, hey, I want to buy that, and I'm like, it's not for sale yet. I don't want to have people be like, you said you'd have that off and you didn't. Like, I like to work with no pressure. So I don't want to be like, yeah, I'll have it Saturday and then F that. I already did that to a guy on that, and I feel a little bit bad about it. So I just don't want to do that. But it should only take me like 2 hours at the most to get this thing out of here. So, famous last words. But yeah, there's not a lot. The oil filter lines, the fuel lines, that's it. Like, oh, this power steering line. I think there's only one that I actually have to unhook. Nope, there's two. So, this has a remote reservoir, so there's like a third line. It's a little weird, but anyway, this side of the engine bay is a little more cramped than the other. The turbo's pretty easy to take off, even with the intercooler and everything over there. But this side's a little more difficult. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the hood off and get to working on this. It rained and rained and rained, and that kind of sucks. I'm gonna have to lay in the wet rocks, but whatever. Such is life. Yeah, that will not only make it easier to push this, but then the long block, I'm just gonna once I get everything of value off of it, that's gonna go in the scrap pile as well, which I'm starting to build up right there. So I can get a lot of this stuff out of here. I got some chunks of steel right there. That's actually a friend's bumper that he like abandoned here. There's probably some stuff in this pile, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not opposed to taking the rear axle out of Marv and getting rid of it because I'm not going to use it because it's not a Super Duty axle yet, but not really doing anything with Marv right now. But yeah, I'd like to just clear this out today. So this is like stupid easy. This is, there's only 3 bolts holding it to the bell housing, and then these mounts I don't care about, so I'm just gonna cut them, the top part, like the bottom. This one's kind of collapsed. I don't know what happened there. These are supposed to be hydraulic, and maybe they were. I mean, I had my doubts when I put them in. Maybe I should have used a plate to spread the load out, but yeah, whatever. I'm gonna get this out of here, and I'll bring you guys back in probably an hour or so. Alright, so I didn't come back and film anymore. Just trying to get stuff done. It is what it is. It wasn't very hard. The few bell housing bolts, and I cut both the mounts, and out she came. Once it was out, I went ahead and stripped it down of the rest of the valuable stuff to get that up for sale. And kind of the reason why I went ahead and just so quickly yanked this out is because I realized that all the money I wasted on this fancy pump and these fancy turbos and this would easily finance a TDI swap to a much better engine. So it drove up there. The starter was falling off. I don't know why. I don't really care. All this stuff sold really quick. Everybody, by the time you guys see this, everybody should have their stuff, so I hope that they're all happy with their new purchases, and I'm happy without it. That engine went to the scrapyard last week, so I never took the oil pan off. I never cared. It's done. It's over. I'm well into the TDI swap now, so thanks for watching, guys.